Elie Wiesel said, "To forget a Holocaust is to kill twice." World War II claimed the lives of over 50 million people. Over 6 million Jews were persecuted and murdered in a 6-year period. No master list of those perished exists anywhere in the world. All that's left is memory.
So, in 1933, Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party came to power in Germany. And when they came to power in January of 1933, they began a slow and steady process of basically trying to remove Jews from German political life, from social life, from cultural life, essentially turning Jews into second-class citizens of Germany. Now, the Nazi plan initially, when they came to power in Germany, was to basically make Germany pure, free for the Aryan race, and purify it, removing Jews from German society. Over the course of the 1930s, as Nazi policies and edicts and legislation steadily made life worse and worse for Jews in Germany, more and more Jews tried to emigrate out from Germany. About half of the Jews who were living in Germany, there were about 500,000 Jews in Germany when the Nazis came to power in 1933, managed to leave. But that meant that there were another half, approximately 200,000, who were still in Germany in 1939. Over the course of the 1930s, and especially in 1938, the Germans began to expand the size of their empire, the size of the Nazi state. They annexed Austria in March of 1938, and then they also expanded to take over parts of Czechoslovakia as well. In the summer of 1939, the German state and the Nazis, the Third Reich, began to cast their vision for expanding territory in the direction of Poland to the east. And when they invaded Poland on September 1st, 1939, that is looked on as the official beginning date of World War II. The invasion of Poland began in September of 1939. Much to the surprise of many observers all over the world, the Nazis had negotiated a secret pact with the Soviet Union, a non-aggression pact, to not go to war against each other. And so when the Germans invaded Poland in September of 1939, Germany and the Soviet Union partitioned Poland, split it into two, and Poland effectively ceased to exist. Half was occupied by the Germans, the other half was occupied by the Soviet Union. For the first 2 years of the war, from 1939 until 1941, Germany and the Soviet Union were not fighting each other until Germany invaded the Soviet Union in the summer of 1941. And for many observers, that the first 2 years of the war, Jews who had been living in Poland had been concentrated into ghettos where they were forced to live in residential concentrations. German Nazi edicts increasingly made life more miserable for the Jews living in the ghettos, but the invasion of the Soviet Union in the summer of 1941 marked a real turning point in Nazi treatment of the Jews under German occupation. That was what was happening in Eastern Europe.